Hey, yo, what's up? It's the voice of the people. I feel for you, Gen Z. I'm a millennial. Um, I got kids that are Gen Z. And also got one kid that is going to be in the Gen Alpha era, which will be pretty interesting to understand exactly where they'll be in the future. But this video is particularly for the Gen Z era, and it is, you guys really don't have a normal life, and I'm gonna break that down, so just stay with me for a second. It's really tough right now, man. We have inflation going on, shrinkflation, funflation, 55% tariffs, and everything just kind of goes on from there. All right, so my mentor had me start doing this right here, right? And you probably don't even know that, I took some, lessons from him. And I'm gonna get into the video. Don't go nowhere. But things that some of the older generation knows, and the information that they have, they kind of pass down, and it's helpful. It's like the generation today doesn't really respect, the other generation before them. And like I said, I got this idea from, actually, he's on YouTube, and he is he provides great information, and he also provides great health information as well. And I remember in his video, he said that the health videos doesn't provide any real revenue, because people are just not attracted to health. And but I got this from, because glass and metal, for you fellas out there, Gen Zers, millennials, Gen X, you guys need to be drinking out of glass or metal, because plastic spreads estrogen after a certain period of time. And you guys, if you want to keep your testosterone going on for a long period of time, you want to stay away from all the plastic. All right, so you guys are not really leading a normal life anymore. Like I said, I named all the issues as to what society is going on, what we have going on in society today, with the inflation and the 55% tariffs. It's hard for you guys to do things that that we did. Like, you want to go out and buy a car. You can go out and buy a car, but it's going to require not only good credit, but it's going to require you to place money down. And then when you finally get the car issued out to you, you got a $600 car note, because interest rates, right? You have a $600 car note. And then, based on your age, your insurance is thousands of dollars, right? Because of our insurance premiums today are excessive, and they are unsustainable for anybody that's running this this rat race. So you guys got to pay high in insurance, and let alone if you guys think that you're going to go out and hang out and live on your own, you have another thing coming, because you have to also remember that you got to make 2 to 3 times the rent in whichever place that you decide to go, right? So that means if you go and you get a 1-bedroom place, that 1-bedroom place, especially in the state that I'm in, it's going to start off like about $3,000 to $3,500 a month, and you got to make 2 to 3 times that rent in order to qualify for the place, if that makes sense. So the position that you guys are in is very hard to enjoy, the simple things in life. you know, like taking care of yourself. Like, that's for one, survival, right? Then you go to the grocery store, and then you walk out of the grocery store after paying what, 50, 60 bucks for groceries. You walk out with a handful of items. And it's like, man, I feel for you guys, man, because it was never like that, you know, for our eras growing up, especially, you know, Gen X's, late Gen X's. You know, you can go into the grocery store, leave out, after paying, you know, 60 bucks, you could leave out with about 4 or 5 bags. And it's sad, man, because the reality that I see is that at some point, like, these kids are gonna start going into your grocery stores, and they're gonna start taking shit off the shelves, because it's ridiculous right now. And it's like our prime focus is right now is ICE and all the things that's going on here in this city, and it's taking away the structural issues of what's going on with, you know, other Americans and other citizens, you know, having a hard time paying their rent, you know, healthcare is getting cut. And then, you know, when you look at it, it's like, man, the situation that's evolving right now looks like we are headed towards like somewhat of a pre-Civil War. You know, you got National Guards out here, you got Marines out here, you know, beating up people, and, you know, people beating them up. You know, that's it. I told you guys, I did a video before, and I specified in one of my videos, I said, you know, did you guys ever see the movie called Civil War? If you look at the news clips and the pictures and things like that, it looks exactly the fucking same as the movie. Go look at it. Civil War. Go type it up in your search bar if you never heard of the movie, and go watch it. You guys like to watch shit? I know the attention spans are not very large, you know, in this day and age, but go watch the movie Civil War if you've never seen it. It looks exactly as the beginning, the introduction of what we've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. Millennials and Gen X's and the baby boomers and so on, they did not have to deal with shit like that. So I feel for you guys, man. And if you're listening, just keep pushing. And I can't really say if things are going to get better, because I really don't know. I've never seen anything like this before. And all I can say is, just like I said, just keep pushing and work out, stay fit, drink a lot of water, and just take it one step at a time, because, you know, things are crazy right now, man. And, you know, like I said, I have, you know, kids that are, you know, Gen Z, and I have one that will be in the Gen Alpha era in the future. So, you know, I'm looking after them. And if you millennials out there and late Gen X's out there, look out for them, because they are the future. But that's all I got for you guys. If my thoughts resonated with your thoughts, like and subscribe. It's the voice of the people.